Ahoy there matey, Steve the Pirate here and welcome to this week's Forzathon here in Forza Motorsport 7. And this week you have the chance to get your hands on the SKULLUFLAGE driver gear, the 1971 Chevrolet VEGA GT and the 2008 Ferrari California. Now all of these challenges are not linked to the achievement system in Xbox anymore, they are independent, they are just in the game, which is going to make getting these so much easier as it doesn't rely on the Xbox achievement system. So up first we have a fresh start and the challenge is start your day off right by completing a race in any Ford. Head on over to free play in the single player tab, use RB to select setup, choose race setup, and for this one you can literally pick any circuit you fancy. Set the number of laps to 1, max driver to 0, game type circuit race. For this I'm going for track scenario as day, and for car division I'm choosing any. Accept the changes and then choose select car. Choose Ford as the manufacturer and then pick one that takes your fancy. Then all you need to do is complete the race in the Ford. And there you go, look, the new Forzathon system, you've made a fresh start, is done. Congratulations, you've completed a fresh start. Credit to Turn 10, I think this new Forzathon system is awesome. And that's it, complete any race in a Ford to bag yourself the SKULLUFLAGE legendary driver gear. Next we have in the Lagoon, and challenge 1 is win a race at Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca in a Forza GT division car. Not only that, but the next one says complete 3 laps at Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. Seca, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. So what I want to try and do now is try and do both of these at the same time. Head on over to free play in the single player tab, use RB to select setup, then choose race setup. Then for this one you're going to need the Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca Bull Circuit track. Set the number of laps to 3, max driver tars to 0, that way you automatically win the race. Game type circuit race, track scenario I'm going to leave it as day, and for car division I'm going to switch it to Forza GT. Select your car and this will show you all the available Forza GT cars you have. If you don't have one you can always go and rent one, and for this one I'm going to go with the 2014 Lamborghini number 14 GMG Racing LP5704 Super Trofeo. Now all you need to do is complete the 3 laps on the Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca circuit in your Forza GT car and you should get those 2 achievements. Fingers crossed. Well, let's see if it worked. And there we go. That's one challenge. You've made progress in the Lagoon. Are you joking? And as I've just found out, you cannot cheat the system. You have to do these individually, which I am not happy about, but here we go. The next challenge is complete 3 laps at Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca, whatever. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and do the 3 laps again with a different car. I'm going to get it done a lot quicker this time. Head on over to free play in the single play tab, press RB to select setup and then choose race setup. You need to select the Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca full circuit, set the number of laps to 3, max driver tars to 0, you don't want them little getting in your way. Game type, circuit race, I'm setting the track scenario today, and for car division, I'm going to go with any. Select whichever car you want, and just complete the 3 laps. And I highly recommend that you keep all 3 laps clean. Oh, and it registered, there you go, you've made progress in the Lagoon, in the Lagoon. Congratulations, you've completed in the Lagoon. And there we go, that is the 1971 Chevrolet VEGA GT bagged. You just have to make sure that you complete 1 lap in the Forza GT car and then complete another 3 laps of the Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca circuit to bag yourself that 1971 Chevrolet VEGA GT. So the last Forzathon challenges are for celebrating our community. Challenge 1, win a race at Bernese Alps Club Circuit in 2015 McLaren P1 GTR. Head on over to free play in the single play tab, press RB to select setup, choose race setup, then select Bernese Alps, press X for track select and choose the club circuit. Set the number of laps to 1, set the max driver tars to 0, game type circuit race, track scenario I'm going to keep that as day, and then for car division I'm going to set that to any. Go to select car, and for this one you need the 2015 McLaren P1 GTR. I don't own that one, so I'm going to have to go and rent it. All I need to do now is complete the race. I'll automatically win it as there are no other driver cars to race against. And there we go, it worked. I've made progress in celebrating our community. So you don't need to worry about owning the cars, you can always go and rent them. So, challenge 2, complete a race at Road Atlanta Club Circuit in the 2014 Lamborghini Huracán LP6104. Head on over to free play in the single player tab, press RB to select setup, choose race setup, then select Road Atlanta as your environment and press X for track select. Select the club circuit, set the number of laps to 1, max driver to 0, game type circuit race, track scenario, I'm going to keep that as day, and car division, set that to any. Select your car, and for this one you're going to need the 2014 Lamborghini Huracán LP6104. If you don't own it, you can always go and rent it. Now all you need to do is just complete your race, and as I always say, make sure it is a clean lap. And there we go, that is challenge 2 complete. And the last challenge for this week's Forzathon is complete 4 laps at the Mugello Club Circuit in a Forza Touring Cars division car. And this one's going to take a bit longer because it's 4 laps. Heading over to free play in the single player tab, press RB to select setup, then choose race setup, select the Mugello Autodromo Internacional as the environment and then press X for track select. Then select the club circuit, make sure the number of laps is set to 4, max driver to 0, game type circuit race, track scenario day, and for car division I'm going to set that to Forza Touring Cars. So when you select your car, it will give you all the available options you have for the Forza Touring Car category. Now all you need to do is complete the 4 laps in your Forza Touring Car to finish and complete this week's Forzathon. Just make sure that all 4 laps are clean. And there we go, you've made progress in celebrating our community. And I should have completed it, and there we go, I have completed celebrating our community. And there we go, for doing those challenges, I have bagged myself the 2008 Ferrari California. And that's it, mateys, that is this week's Forzathon in Forza Motorsport 7 done. I hope you enjoyed this quick guide. If you did, then flog that like button like a pirate. And to stay up to date with more of these videos in the future, hit that subscribe button down below. I'm Steve the Pirate. Good luck with all of those challenges. Have an awesome week. I look forward to seeing you all again real soon. Goodbye.